Tan's disappointment, her students had performed blank her expectations in the test. Okay, disappointment means they performed poorly. Okay, they performed poorly. So since they performed poorly, right, they perform over, within, under, or below her expectations to the test. Definitely not over the expectation, because this means that they exceeded the expectation, right? So within, under, below. Within, under, and below. So what is it? Okay, what is it? Okay, so for this case, they performed below her expectations in the test. Okay, below her expectations. It cannot be option number 2 as well, because option number 2 is saying that it's within her expectation, which is not the case because Mrs. Tan was disappointed. Okay, so under the expectations is not already a correct saying, so we would say performing below your expectations. Okay, moving on to question number 2. They will come to our party, blank, asked Sarah. Okay, so for this case, right, they will. Okay, what is the opposite, right? So it's definitely not don't, because this is for do. Okay, this is for will. Okay, and this is for did. And this is for would. Okay, so with all of these questions lined up, right? All the options over here, what is the only possible answer we have over here? Right, the only possible one is actually number 2. Okay, won't they? Okay, so the rest of these are definitely wrong because we match it with will. Okay, question tag. This is question tag. Moving on to question number 3. The class of students blank patiently right now for their teacher to arrive. Okay, right now, right? Currently. Currently. Okay, question number 3. Right, the class of students. Okay, so we focus on the class. Okay, so this is a collective noun. Okay, collective noun, which means that this is actually, right, option number 3. Okay, currently, ongoing. So this is continuous. Okay, moving on to question number 4. Right, question number 4. Okay, let's go on to question 4 together. Henry, as well as Martin, blank at the park every Sunday. Okay, we know that this is the question that gives us additional information. Okay, additional information. Okay, so this is actually a distractor. Okay, it distracts you. So we only focus on Henry, which is why the answer has to be option number 2, right? Singular, cycles, every Sunday, present. Okay, so therefore it cannot be option 3 and 4 because it is in present tense, ongoing every Sunday. Okay, it's ongoing every Sunday. Question 5. Okay, how blank luggage will you be bringing for our holiday? Okay, Mr. Tan asked his wife. Right, so for question number 5, luggage. Luggage can be said to be countable or uncountable, but in this case, luggage is referring to an uncountable. Okay, it's referring to an uncountable noun. Okay, why do we say so? So, bringing a luggage, right, unless you specify the amount, we will be using it as uncountable. Okay, so the answer can only be option number 3. Okay, how much luggage? Okay, so the answer can only be number 3. How much? So, question number 6. Mary delivered the parcel to Mr. Teo blank since her mother could not. Okay, Mary, girl or guy? Okay, Mary is a girl. Right, so she delivered the parcel to Mr. Teo blank since her mother could not. Okay, so definitely it's not an it. Hello, Charlene. Okay, hello, Charlene. You want to answer this question together? Am I early or late? Charlene, you are quite early since we are still in the grammar part of the paper, right? We have just started. Okay, so you are quite early for this. So, how about you try answering question number 6? Okay, question 6. 3, very good. Okay, Mary, right, herself. Cannot be myself because I am not Mary, right? Therefore, not a guy, we only can put number 3. Very good. Okay, question 7. We watched our friends blank in the school concert last week. Okay, 2 keywords last week, friends. Past and plural. Okay, past and plural. Take note. Past and plural. So for question number 7, what would the answer be? Okay, there's actually a tricky part over here. Okay, past tense is already over here, right? So we watched our friends dancing in the school concert last week, or is it dance in the school concert last week? Okay, for question number 7, the answer is actually number 1. Okay, why is it number 1, right? Because after this, it should come in the base form. Okay, so the base form of the word for dance is dance. Okay, we do not need to add any ing. Yes. Okay, so the end is correct. Alright, moving on to question 8. Barry, blank cat was ill, went to the vet yesterday. Okay, Barry, blank cat was ill. Question 8 requires us to think. Cat is not a person, so we can definitely eliminate number 3. Okay, so Barry, whose cat? Yes, okay, whose, because the cat belongs to Barry. Okay, cat belongs to Barry, therefore we use whose. Okay, whose cat was ill. I cannot do these questions. Why, Charlene? Why you cannot do? Question 9. Okay, we look at question 9. Visiting the dentist once every 6 months, blank important for good oral health, father said. Okay, so what is it for question number 9? Very easy. You guess which one sounds correct. Charlene, you need to use the grammar concepts at times, okay? You have to look at certain keywords and phrases in every question in order to help you get full marks for the grammar part. I forgot. Okay, so which one sounds right to you for question number 9? Okay, visiting the dentist once every 6 months, blank important for good oral health. Yes, okay, is important. Okay, is important because this is visiting the dentist is one task, right? Blank, it rains heavily. We will proceed with the camping trip. Okay, question number 10, right? It definitely cannot be. If it rains heavily, we will proceed. Okay, so unless, yes, unless, right? Unless or otherwise stated. So this means that only if it rains heavily, then we won't go. So we would not go if it rains heavily. Okay, so there's a contrast over here. Question 11. Larry ended up blank the blame for the mistake as no one else stepped forward to tell the truth. So this part over here is already the vocabulary part. Okay, so the vocab part for question 11. 1 negative, 1 positive. Charlene, yes. Okay, it depends on the cause and the effect. So this means that if it rains heavily, by logical sense, we shouldn't be going to the camping trip, right? Okay, so next, Larry ended up blank the blame for the mistake. Okay, he ended up taking the blame. So what did he do, right? With the blame. Okay, take your time. 4. Shouldering the blame. Yes, that is actually correct, Charlene. Okay, shouldering the blame, right? It means that you are taking it on your shoulders. You are bearing the burden of the blame, right? So shouldering is correct. Okay, you cannot be passing the blame to someone else, cannot be keeping the blame or admitting to the blame. Okay, you admit to your mistakes. Okay, so question number 12. Take a look at question 12. Okay, take a look at question number 12. So we cheered loudly without blank when it was announced that our school had won the track and field championships. Okay, so any answers for question number 12? Okay, so for question number 12, right, without blank. Okay, we cheered loudly without blank. So without holding back. Okay, which of these words has the same meaning as holding back? Okay, without resistance. Is it restraint or resistance? Okay, yes. Okay, restraint is actually correct. Tian, you were correct at first. Right. So take note of this, right? Restraint and resistance actually have a slight difference. So what does restraint mean? Okay, what does restraint mean? Does anyone know? Okay? Restraint means to keep something under control. Okay, keep under control. How about resistance? What does resistance mean? Okay, what is the difference between restraint and resistance? Okay, so for resistance, it means to be opposite to, right? With resistance, air resistance, right? Opposition. Okay, like opposition to the refusal, right? So the answer can only be number 1, okay? Without holding back, without keeping my voice under control, right? So we cheered as loud as we could. However, for resistance, there must be something that is going against you in order to have resistance. So there's no one that restricts them from cheering loudly, which is why we have to use option number 1. Okay, question 13. Being highly blank, Oscar is always able to point out the slightest change in his friend's appearance. Okay, being highly something, he's always able to point out the slightest change. Yes, black heart, that is correct. Observant. Okay, observant. So vigilant actually means to be very attentive. Yes, you can be attentive in this sense, but we don't use vigilant in this way. Okay, being vigilant, it means to keep a keen eye on any crimes. Okay, we have to stay vigilant when we are overseas, as well as maybe even in Singapore as well, right? Okay, 1 is more for safety. Yes. Okay, envious, this is definitely not correct. Okay, Oscar does not have to be envious to be able to point out a slight change. Okay, being envious of someone is more of like jealousy. Hello, Kira. Wow, it's been a really, really long time. Right, definitely been a few months. But welcome back, okay? Good to see you again. So, conscious is also wrong, okay? Conscious is also wrong. Because being very conscious, it means that you're awake, right? That's what actually means. Okay, so let's go on to question 14. Natalie blanked her assignment late and received a failing grade as a consequence. Okay, Natalie blanked her assignment late. Submit. Okay, which of these phrasal verbs has the same meaning as submitted? Okay, question 14. Which of these phrasal verbs has the same meaning? Yes, okay, turn in her assignment. Okay, turn in. Turning up is to show up for an event. Okay, attending. You turn up for the school meeting. Okay, so that is turn up. Turn out, it means the result. Okay, the cake that I have baked turned out to be extremely bitter because I accidentally put the wrong ingredient. Okay, and turn down is to reject. Okay, reject or turn down the volume, reduce something. Okay, so next, question 15. Oh, I see an answer already. She gazed blank at the music box on display, which she knew she could not afford. So she gazed at something she really wants, right? She really wants it. Okay, for question 15. So therefore the answer has to be number 3. Very good job. Okay, longingly. Right, I long for the thing. Okay, long for the thing means that it's hard to get, hard or impossible to get. Okay, very good. It's time to move on to vocabulary MCQ for vocab close. Okay, sitting in the canteen, Susie spotted her new classmate, Amy. Mrs. Goh, their form teacher, had introduced her to the class that morning. Amy looked lost and seemed hesitant of what to do. Susie gave a little smile of understanding as she had been in the same situation before and decided to approach Amy. Hi Amy, do you need help? Susie asked. Okay, so we have the first question ready, hesitant. Okay, seemed hesitant, right? So, for question 16, what is the answer for question 16? Okay, 16 is 4. Right, uncertain, I see 2 answers, Kira and Yolanda. Welcome, Yolanda. Okay, 16 is uncertain, right, hesitant. Okay, unsure of whether what she should do. She gave a little smile of understanding as she had been in the same situation before. Okay, this means to be, right? For question 17, the answer is number 1. Very good, empathy. Okay, put yourself in others' shoes, right? So, question 18. Hi Amy, do you need any help? Susie asked. Amy's face lit up as she nodded. Okay, lit up. Okay, question 18, lit up. Okay, for 18, lit up. 4, yes, brighten. Right, her face brightened and she nodded. It is not really said that it lightened, okay? Because lighting it up does not mean that it got lighter. It actually got bright, right? Brighten up the face. That's how you describe someone's expression as well, okay? So next, what we have is economical, right? Not only is it tasty, it's also economical at $2 a bowl. In addition, the stall owner dishes out the portions liberally. Okay, economical. Okay, question 19, what will the answer be? Okay, this is relatively straightforward. For question 19, the answer can only be number 2. Okay, affordable. Very affordable at $2 per bowl. Question 20, the stall owner dishes out the portion liberally. And the large serving, okay, large serving, this is a big hint for those who don't know the meaning of liberally. Okay, so therefore the answer can only be option number 4. Yes, very good. Generously. Okay, generously. Yes, so these are the 5 vocabulary questions we have for vocab close. Okay, before we move on to grammar close. Okay, let's scroll down. Okay, let me scroll down. Okay, over here. Most of Bird Paradise's residents have settled in after their big move to their new home at Mandai Wildlife Reserve. The new bird park opened on 8 May and operates blank 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. There are free shuttle services within the park, blank the convenience of visitors. Okay, Yolanda says that question 29 is from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Okay, so from is letter H, that is correct. Okay, from this time to this time. Okay, the shuttle services within the park blank the convenience of visitors. Okay, the convenience of visitors. For the convenience, yes. Okay, so next question answer is G. For the convenience of visitors. Visitors can look forward blank themed walk through aviaries. Okay, look forward blank something. This is definitely straightforward for all of us, right? It's a very common phrase, so look forward to. Yes. They can get up close blank personal with the birds. Okay, they can get up close and personal. Yes, okay, and personal. There are blank play areas for children, including one blank trampolines. Okay, there are blank play areas for children. Okay, yes, there are also, right, Charlene and Yolanda, that's correct. Okay, there are also play areas for children, including one blank trampolines. Okay, including one with trampolines, that is right. Okay, oops, let me write it properly. Okay, some birds are friendly and may land blank visitors. Okay, do you land between, on, off? You're so active today. Yes. Thank you for your answer, Shalene. Okay, so they land on visitors, right? The preposition. Okay, landing on visitors. Land on a surface, land on a person. They are encouraged to exercise caution, blank interacting with the birds. Okay? Exercise caution. Okay, yes. Okay, when interacting with the birds. During keeper talk sessions, flocks blank macaws, penguins, and songbirds. Okay. Flocks of, yes. Okay. Flocks of these breeds of birds, right, will be featured while the keepers share more about the birds. After a day of walking around the park, visitors can take a rest and satisfy their hunger at blank of the 7 food and beverage outlets. Okay? At blank of the 7 food and beverage outlets. So, any one of them, right? Any. Okay? Any. So, any means that it's just anything, right? Any one of the items. Okay, very good. Now we are at editing. So, if you can see over here, AI can be a difficult concept for adults to fully understand. So, explaining it to children is even harder. Even so, this explains is necessary since they are more than likely exposed. Right, we are changing this from a verb to a noun. Okay, so this explanation, yes, okay, explanation. Please spell it properly as well. Right, explanation is necessary since they are more likely to be exposed at it every day. Yes, exposed to it is correct. He exposed to it every day. Good job, Charlene and Kira as well as Yolanda. Today, many young children have gadgets with smart functions. Okay, how do we spell gadgets? Okay, gadgets. Okay, they really spelled it with phonics, right? So GADGETS, gadgets. AI generated software are easy accessible to them. Okay, we are trying to describe accessible with easily, right? Easily, an adverb. Okay, easily accessible. It is important for them to be briefed over internet safety before interacting with AI. Okay, briefed. Is it over? What preposition do we use? Yes, Charlene, there will be Teacher Musicals live today. Stay tuned later on, okay? Yes, Yolanda Flouncer, yes, brief on the internet safety before interacting with AI. An example of AI in practice that will help them gain a better understanding of the technology is the voice assistant. Okay? Yes, Charlene, that is right. So, yes, Kira, thank you for your answer. Technology, that is correct. technology, technology. Siri, in iPhones, children probably have many questions about AI, so give them just a few examples they are familiar with. So, yes, Charlene, that is correct. The correct spelling for technology. Okay, so give them just a few examples. Giving, very good. Okay, hello Clarissa. You did this paper before. You were from Tong J. Oh, so you were a student in Tong Primary. Okay, question 46. Familiar. Yes, they are familiar. Okay, they are familiar with can help stimulate their curiosity. Okay, curiosity. Very good, Yolanda. Okay, curiosity. Make sure to not spell it with the U. Okay, no U after O. Okay, next. However, is keeping vulnerable children safe online? Okay, vulnerable. VULNERABLE, vulnerable. Online safety had always been a concern. Okay, always, right? We know that it is present. Therefore, has always been a big concern. Okay? One way to keep children safe is to use parental controls and password protection. Parents parents need to have regular conversations with their children. Okay, conversations. So parents need to have regular conversations. Hello, Easy. Yes, okay, conversations. That is correct. Okay, that's the correct spelling. Okay, conversations. It's not conventions, but conversations. Okay, Charlene? CONVERSATIONS. Autocorrect. Okay, in exam there won't be autocorrect, so make sure you spell it properly. Okay? Can. Now let's move on to Compre Close. Right. Some of your favorite parts of the paper. You will gladly turn it off. Okay, Charlene. Okay, bye-bye, Charlene. Yolanda, you already done the first question for Compre Close. Okay, easy. Do you have any answer as well? A Scoot plane flying from South Korea to Singapore found its left front wheel missing upon landing in Taiwan for a scheduled stop. Fortunately, blank one was injured. Okay, fortunately, right? So, no one was injured. Very good. Okay, no one was injured. The front wheel, also called the nose wheel. Yes, okay. Also called the nose wheel. Clarissa, yes, there will be a live later on, so do remember to join us later as well. Okay. helps an aircraft to move on the ground and control blank direction during takeoff and landing. Okay, control. Okay, bye bye, Kira. Thank you for joining the live. Okay, Clarissa, the timing later is 5:30. Okay, Teacher Mitsuko's live will be at 5:30. Okay, question 53. Wait, question 53. It's. Oh, Yolanda Flouncer gave the answer. Okay, so helps an aircraft to move on the ground and control its direction during takeoff and landing. I think I can also accept the direction. Okay, control the direction during takeoff and landing. Question 54. An expert said the wheels could have been detached from the plane. Blank to loose screws. Okay, so due to loose screws. Yes, Carl. Due to loose screws. That's correct. Most passenger planes have two nose wheels. Blank one goes missing. The other will still be able to blank the weight of the plane. Okay? You said you will study at 3. Wow. Okay, so while one goes missing, are you sure it's while? Okay, hello, row. Are you sure it's while? Okay, for question 55. If one goes missing, the other will still be able to blank the weight of the plane. Okay, I can accept if or when. Okay, I can accept both if and when. The other will still be able to hold the weight of the plane. Okay, or bear the weight of the plane. As such, the incident posed little blank to the safety of the passengers. Okay? The incident blank posed little blank. Okay? Posed little concern to the safety. Okay. I would say that it starts with danger. Yes, danger or risk. That is correct. Okay? Danger or risk. Not much of a concern wise, but it's more on how dangerous or risky it is. Bye bye, Charlene. Good luck for your math WA1 tomorrow. Okay? So yes, question 57 is actually danger or risk. So nonetheless, the subsequent flight to Singapore on the same plane was cancelled to allow for more thorough Sorry, what is this? Oh, typo. Okay, let me THOROUGH. Thorough checks to be blanked out. Okay, what do you do? Okay, this is a very common phrase we use. Carried out. Yes, Yolanda, that is correct. Okay, carried out. The airport then arranged for blank plane to ferry the passengers. Okay, arrange for blank plane. Another plane, yes. Arrange for another plane to ferry the passengers. This created a blank in the arrival time as the flight landed in Singapore a day later. Okay, the blank in the arrival time. Okay, delayed, yes, that is correct. Okay, the delay in the arrival time. Speaking to the media, a Scoot spokesperson expressed his blank on behalf of the airline. He expressed his blank. Apologies, yes, apologies. Adding that the hotel recommendation and flight refunds will be given to passengers. This is to blank up for the disruption caused. Okay, this is to make up. Yes, okay, make up. This is to make up for the disruption caused, right? To compensate them. He assured that the safety of Scoot's customers and crew takes priority, Scoot will also continue to blank assistance to affected customers. Okay, blank assistance. Provide or render is both acceptable. Offer assistance. Okay. Offer assistance. Okay. Yes. So, the incident has blanked for airlines to have stricter inspections of all planes before they are given the green blank to take to the sky. Okay, so the incident has blanked to airlines. Question 64. Right. Blank for airlines. Reviewed. I think I need a stronger word than reviewing. Okay, Roro, do you have any answer? Any answer? Starts with the letter C that I'm looking at. Caution. Okay. It's actually called for. Okay. Has called for airlines. Right. Called for airlines to have stricter inspections of all planes. Yes, Yolanda, that's right. Okay. They are given the green light. That's right. Okay, green light. To take to the sky. Okay, so now let's go on to the next part over here. Sean likes swimming. He does not like jogging as much. Okay, so would rather. So he would definitely rather swim, right? Because he don't like jogging that much. Okay, so Sean would rather. Sean would rather swim than jog. Very good model answer. Okay, Sean would rather swim than jog. Okay, Sean would rather swim than jog. Question 67. The program was interrupted by a technical fault. Okay, the program. Okay, so we have to change this whole sequence. So I will have to change this to a noun form. Okay, a technical fault caused an interruption to the program. Okay. So yes, a technical fault caused an interruption. Okay, so over here. Has caused. We do not need to use has in this case because was interrupted, right? This is just a normal past tense. Simple past tense, yes. Okay, so it's not any past perfect, present perfect tense, so we do not need to add has caused. It's not present perfect. Okay. So let's go on to question 68. The hikers sought shelter in the hut. They were safe from the downpour. Okay, so upon seeking shelter in the hut, the hikers were safe from the downpour. That is correct. He was safe. From the downpour. 69. Betty was shocked when her best friend betrayed her. Okay, as a result of blank. Okay, as a result of what? As a result of her best friend's betrayal. Yes. Okay, Betty was shocked. Okay, as a result of her best friend's betrayal, Betty was shocked. Very good. Okay, our last question for synthesis today. Right. Mrs. Gunn told her daughter, okay, direct to indirect speech, right? I always told you that this is a very important thing to take note of, whether we know when to use past perfect tense or when we use simple past. Okay? So, Mrs. Gunn told her daughter that she had eaten the cookies the previous day. Right, yes. Okay, so Mrs. Gunn told her daughter that she had eaten. Okay, because we have to use past perfect. Okay, since this is both past tense, the cookies the previous day. Okay, the previous day. We have to change yesterday to the previous day. We do not say last day or yesterday or anything. Is Yolanda a teacher too? We wouldn't know. We would never know, right? But Yolanda really clearly has shown good foundation in English language. Okay. So Roro, I hope that you understand anything over here. Let me know. She might be a lawyer. Yeah, who knows, right? I'm not. Yolanda is a mysterious character. It's okay, Roro, right? You have to join the live more so you can do more practices for English, right? But it's okay. Actually, your answers are mostly correct too. Okay, Roro. All the best, yes. Yolanda, what great encouragement you give. Roro, what level are you in? Are you in primary school or secondary school? Okay, yes, you can ask your parents to sign up for our classes. We actually have a lot of branches everywhere, right, all over Singapore. So you can actually just go to one that is nearest to your house location. Okay, feel free to check out our website if you have anything you want to find out. Or you can actually WhatsApp the number over here for trial classes. This is your older sister's account, I see. So Roro, which level are you in? Okay. Yes, you can actually take a screenshot, right, of the WhatsApp number here. You can go for a free trial lesson. Okay, trial classes. Oh, P4, just in time, right, for composition writing, right? It's very essential to get a strong foundation in primary school English that will help you along for a long way in secondary school and your further studies as well. Hey Roro, yes, you're welcome to join our live session every day as well. Right, you can watch our TikTok live after school. Okay, we actually do English revisions. You can also join us at 5:30 later on, right, where another teacher will take over and go through papers for free. Yes. Okay, so you can actually join our live later. Is there more SNT, Shirlene? You want more SNT? But you're not even answering the questions, Shirlene. Right, are you going to do the SNT if I go through the SNT? Right. I can actually look for some SNT practices for all of us. Okay, so hold on. What is SNT? This is synthesis, okay? Roro, this is synthesis and transformations. Okay, SNT, synthesis and transformations. Okay, so for P4, we will actually introduce synthesis and transformation to you, right? So it means to actually reorder the sentences. Okay, so we change this with these words, conjunctions that join two sentences together. Or we have to change it into direct to indirect speech. Okay? Okay, since Sherlyn requested for more, S&T, right? Let me just go and look for some S&T. If I have any, let me see. Do I have S&T practices? Hold on. Yes, I do. Okay. So, look at this, right? A bridge was built so that the food supplies could be delivered to the earthquake victims. Okay, we use in order to join this sentence in a different form. Okay, so a bridge was built so that the food supplies could be delivered to the earthquake victims. Okay, we replace in order to, right? We replace in order to with so that. Okay, we replace in order to with so that. Okay, we replace this. So, any answers for question 45? Yes, question 45. Any answers? Okay, a bridge was built in order to deliver food supplies for the earthquake victims. Okay, yes. Okay, almost there, Sherlyn. Almost there. However, let's just go half by half. Right, a bridge was built in order to deliver the food supplies to the earthquake victims. Okay, earthquake victims. Okay, so you deliver the food to someone. Okay, we don't say deliver for. However, when we delivered something, right, who is this parcel for? Right, that is when we use for and to. Okay, so you have to take note in these minor grammatical tweezers. Okay, so take note of this, right? We use to instead of for. Okay, question 46. Unless, right? We have unless. So, if you do not disturb the wild dog, it will not attack you, right? So, unless, right? Unless can be replaced with this. Unless you disturb the dog, it will not attack you. Very good, Roro. Right? Unless you disturb. However, over here, we just use present tense, right? Unless you disturb, okay, disturb the dog, it will not attack you. Okay? So, take note that we keep it in present tense because if you don't disturb it, it wouldn't attack, right? So, we don't need to use a past tense for this. Okay, question 47. Both Lily and Maya do not enjoy eating bananas. Okay, both of them do not enjoy. So, neither Lily nor Maya. Okay, this is a bit trickier. Okay, we look at the second subject, right? Take note. MCQ, I always repeat this. Okay, MCQ, I always repeat this. We only look at this. Neither Lily nor Maya enjoys. Okay, enjoys. This is for singular, right? We use enjoys for singular because we look at the second subject only. Okay, so neither Lily nor Maya enjoys eating bananas. Yes, Yolanda, thank you. Okay, bananas. Enjoys. Okay, question 48. Mrs. Tan said, Ali, don't forget to hand in your consent form tomorrow. Okay, take note of the keywords tomorrow, okay, and don't. Okay, so our last question for today. Mrs. Tan told Ali not to forget to hand in his consent form the next day. Okay, not to forget to hand in his consent form the next day. Okay, yes, and that is all for the synthesis and transformations over here. Okay, so take a look at this, take a screenshot if you want to, right? If you haven't caught up with it, yes. So that is all for it. Why don't change to not to? 16th craving, yes. Okay, this is a very good question because from direct speech to indirect speech, right? Mrs. Tan told Ali don't forget to hand in. This is usually used in direct speech only when I'm talking to a person directly. So when we change it to the indirect form, we have to change it to not to, right? Because don't is actually do not forget, okay? Don't actually means do not forget. So for this case, right, do not forget to hand in, we change it to not to forget, okay? So in the narrative form, right, in the indirect speech format, we change this to not to. Okay, so you have to remember, right? Have to remember every time that you see don't in the direct speech, you have to change it to not to. Okay, so that is all for our live today, right? Do make sure to check out our live later on at 5:30 p.m. and follow us if you haven't. Okay, see you soon. Bye bye.